So master list of documented information. Okay, so here you can write the formats and you'll write the name of the document and then who is the owner and division number like that. And yeah, so I'm not going to read all this, but then the main thing is this, which I wanted to show you. Define the retention period. How long will be the retention? 2 year, 1 year, or let's say there are some of the documents like unit calendar or some other things you can mention till next updation. So that's how you define retention period, for how long particular documentation need to be kept. Disposition means how you get rid of after those 2 years are over. After these 2 years are over, how you get rid of that documentation, that is basically will come under disposition. That is will come under the disposition. Okay, that is how this requirements are. That's how this is made. So retention period you need to define. Definitely you need to look at your customer requirements of retention period, customer warranty, your own organization requirements, or any legal requirements. Let us look at this ECN note, engineering change note. Okay, ECN, engineering change note. So this is related to the changes in the drawing, changes in the product related. It is more specific to the change in the design. Okay, it could be product dimension, could be related to change in this product specification, could be related to change in the product characteristics. So it's not there two. One is called process change note, one is called engineering change note. So ECN is more specific to product dimensions, and that to final dimension, and could be in process also. But here the ECN, what we're talking about is the change in the product design, product dimension. And the PCN, process change note, I'm not talking about that. That's a different. Process change note means process parameter you are changing. Suppose you are changing some zone temperature of the molding, that would be a process parameter. You are changing the soldering temperature at which the solder is done, then that would be a different. Then in that case, PCN will be raised, process change note will be raised. The format will be almost pretty much similar. In one of my organization, like we were using like PCN or ECN. We have done like this process. We have only changed this like this, process slash. So we say it's a PCN or ECN, like that we used to say. But as of now, I'll stick to ECN, engineering change note. So let's see this format. Engineering change, write the number, whatever number you define, you write the date of receipt, when you have received, part name, customer, part number, information received from letter, drawing or email, how you got that, what is drawing number, change of, what is the content of change, existing, product dimension 4 plus 0.20, now it is 4 plus 0.10. You see this change in the tolerance, change the tolerance. Okay, effective date of change, when this change was implemented, 20th, you say 20th June. Okay, great. Target date of sample submission, when you will submit the new samples, new supply. If what is need to be changed, now this is like what is need to be changed, part drawing, control plan, standard inspection. What will be changed? What will be the target date for change? What is the actual rate of change? So this is how also you can fill it up. And what would be the additional manpower which will be required because of this change, if there is any, you mentioned that. And this is important. What is your stock as on date? What is your stock as on date? And what is your present status? How much material is there at which stage? You say that all material is there for 600 pieces are there in the incoming, 800 are there in the assembly, 1000 there in finished good, total there are 2000, let's say 400. Okay, and then what is the disposition? What is the final decision? What is the final action? Accept it as it is. That means all these 2400 pieces the customer will accept, or sometimes you have to do rework, sometimes you have to scrap, or whatever the decision you take, right? So that is your ECN. So what is the requirement? This ECN should be reviewed within 10 days. That's a requirement. Okay, so I hope you got the understanding of this. Okay, see this engineering change note summary, ECN summary. So this is where you will keep all the summary. And why summary is required? Because if you have summary, it will be easy for you to know that how many ECNs are pending, uh, how many are delayed. That's the advantage if you keep this summary. So let's try to understand this. Part name, part number, customer, ECN number, revision, receiving date. So this is important. When you received this ECN from the customer, that is important. Okay, 10th of January 2020. What are the detail of changes you mentioned? Okay, the change in the tolerance. Now this is important. Receiving date and your review date. Here we mention review date including risk analysis, 10 days of receipt. So 10th it was received, 15th it was reviewed, that means within 5 days. So that date also you can mention. Receipt by, what is the implementation target date, what is the actual and ECN number, all that. Or you can also include this one extra column, and you can also say if you be reviewed within 10 days, yes or no. So you can also ask this question. There are multiple ways, like you can, if reviewed within 10 days, you can write yes, or if it is no, try to find out the reason why it was not reviewed within 10 days, whether the marketing guy or the quality guy or engineering guy, they have received the engineering change note from the customer, but they have not communicated. Why? What is the reason? So that need to be identified. Okay, so you can, if you want, you can include this, otherwise it's not that mandatory requirements. So I hope you got this clarity and you know how to do this ECN kind of thing.